and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening, everybody. How is everybody today? Monday evening here in the UK. Monday Run Club is live. And we are doing Group A tonight. And we are off in 10 seconds. It's a long old warm-up tonight. Oh, I haven't put chat on. What am I doing? I haven't put chat on. So we have to use the warm-up to sort chat out. I don't know, what a mess. I've been sat there for 10 minutes, thought I was all ready. Right, let's sort chat out. So, lots of people in Group B, lots of people in Group C. Looks Looks like there's about 4 of us so far in Group A. Won't be long before I have to put the fan on, that's for sure. It feels very, very warm in here. I don't like to start with the fan on because I feel cold. Buenaventura, hello. Ace Ventura, as we call him now. Okay, I think we are sorted. Right, so I'm watching YouTube chat, watching Facebook chat. If you want to say hello, please do. It's a series of 400 metre intervals tonight, and we just get faster for 400 metres, and then we slow down after a third of the set, speed up again, then we slow down, and then for the final bit we speed up again and we get a bit faster at the end. Thank you for all the ride-ons that are dropping. Alex Dieter, yes, feel alright, legs aren't too bad. Did a nice easy 5k yesterday on the treadmill, and tonight's doesn't look too bad. Speed is fairly consistent, but we never get really, really fast, so it should be okay. Gradually increasing the pace during the warm-up. Long old warm-up though, good 1.5 miles of warm-up. So I've got Iniesta with me, got Dennis from France, Buenaventura from Spain, all in Group A. Paul Hayward is in Group B, Holland is in Group B. And we got a couple of C runners just ahead of us, Giles and Compian. So I might put the fan on in a minute because it's really very humid in here. Hope your day's been good, hope your weekend was good. We are back on it for another week. Knocking out the miles on the treadmill, knocking out the miles on Zwift. So we'll keep it nice and steady. Just warm into the run. Keep the breathing nice and easy. Keep relaxed in the shoulders. Head up. And just ease ourselves into the run this evening. Trying to stay as relaxed as possible for as long as possible. Alex, I don't think there are going to be any hardballs races this year, are there? I mean, there might be, but it looks increasingly likely that almost every event is going to be cancelled for the rest of the year. They're now talking about even the London Marathon, which was moved from April to October. They're even saying that might be cancelled now. Great North Run has been cancelled, and that wasn't till September. So Ace Ventura's got new trainers. Kilometre and a half of warm-up still to go. Jason Darby, good evening to you, buddy. And 9 kilometres to go of Monday Run Club. This is our standard start to the week. So we do this pretty much every Monday. Monday Run Club. It's usually a fairly relaxed, progressive run. Nothing really hard. We don't do any really hard work till Wednesday workout. Well, Alex, I hadn't planned on doing any of the hard moors this year. I would like to do the 110 at some point, but I think for the next 2 years now, I'm going to pretty chock-a-block with other races. There's a big group of B runners behind, and there's about 3 or 4 A runners with me. Actually, I need to alter my camera angle, don't I? There we go, past the roadworks, which have yet to become a road to anywhere. They will one day, I assume. If it's a choice, Jason, between Arnold Schwarzenegger and me, what are you going to choose? I mean, really. Oh, it's a fun film. You'll have fun. See you later, Jason. Take care. Always appreciate you popping in. Right, I'm going to put the fan on now. Five XP points there for reaching 100 calories. For every 100 calories you burn, you get 5 XP points. And the idea with these workouts is that you stick to the instructions. So you'll see right in the middle of the screen there, my speed is 11.6 kilometres an hour, and just to the left of that, those are the instructions, and it's saying that I should be going at 11.6. So I'm sticking to the instructions. And if we stick to the instructions, there we are, just been told to go on to 11.7. So my treadmill is completely controlled, or rather, my treadmill sends speed directly to Zwift, so I don't need to wear a foot pod like most people who run on Zwift will be using a foot pod, and that means that speed can vary quite a lot because it's dependent on the physical movement of your foot. But this treadmill sends speed directly to Zwift, so it can be quite precise about, or rather you don't get fluctuations in the display. So you can see there I'm doing 11.7, but if I knock it down, I can change it immediately to 11.6, back up again to 11.7. And another pace increase, 11.9. As we come to within 500 metres or so of our first 400 metre block.
Right on!
Okay. 400 metres to go before we start all the 400 metre blocks. So we'll do 400 metres at 12.2, 400 metres at 12.3, 400 metres at 12.4, and so on until we get to 12.7 kilometres per hour. And then we slow down again, have a little break, and slowly speed up again. Christoph, thank you very much. Christoph says, have a good run.
Right on!
Fonseca, thank you very much for your ride on. Right, let's put the camera angles on and risk going the wrong way. Meters. And Nick Onslow, hello there buddy, well done on your Endure 24 run. So Nick, who's just commented on Facebook, recently ran 100 miles around near his house, on the road near his house, in a virtual event called Endure 24, 24 hours of running, 100 miles done. Well done, Nick. Mind you, Nick does 100 miles every week anyway, so it's no big deal for him. He knows what he's doing. It looks like, from the photos, looks like he had a lot of support as well. Okay, let's go. So that blue arch means to start the end of the warm-up and the start of our first 400 metre block. So every 400 metres now, we increase the pace a little bit. Does that mean right behind me, buddy? You want to sort your typing out, Ryan? Heart rate is 141 BPM. Or 143 now, but there we are. So nice and comfortable. Still very early in the run. Oh, there he is. So Ryan Downey's not actually in the workout, but he's running right behind me. Ryan has the same top as me, but he's wearing an orange sweatband around his head. There he is. So Ryan is doing Group A, although not actually in the workout, but is essentially doing Group A pace. So keep it up, Ryan. Good job. Okay, up we go. Only one notch. 12.3 now.
Okay, let's go.
And we're following the flying pace bot there, the robot flying above our heads. Nick Onslow says he did 100 miles on a 1.5 kilometre loop around his house. So essentially he was passing his house every 6 minutes. And yeah, he says he found that mentally quite tough. And I imagine, especially when you get into the latter stages of the run, you know, anything after halfway, you start to think, I could just go in the house now and lie down on the sofa, go to sleep. It's so easy to think that. I think that's probably why I did my 100 out on the hills, where I basically had no choice but to go home. Heart rate is still looking comfortable. Next pace increase is about 20 metres away. Off we go. 12.4 now. Just marginal increases every time. So there's the treadmill saying 12.4. No incline, 0%. Can't really see that, can you, because of the reflections on the treadmill. So El Denis from Paris, from France rather, is up ahead. Iniesta from Spain is up ahead. Giles from Wales, technically running in Group C. I don't know why though. And he's just up ahead as well. Simon Harris behind Ace Ventura, just behind me. And then we've got a bunch of Group B runners. And Cook from Germany is down there. He's in Group A, just a little bit behind us all. So, spreading out a bit now, but still essentially all together. There's the... oh, you can't see him. Hang on. You might just be able to see the sloth in the background there. Wonder if I can get it on the replay. Off in the background there. Wonder if I can get it on the replay. Sound isn't very good on those replays, is it? Right, coming up to the next increase, up to 12.5 now. Downey says a UPS driver knocked over all our mailboxes, which is why he had to start late. So he missed the official start of the run, which is why he couldn't join the official workout. So if you look on the left hand side there, so far officially we've collected 4 stars. If you follow the workout instructions correctly, you will gain stars, and more stars means more XP points. So if you want to go up the levels, get your stars. Another thing is, if you want to go up the levels quicker, join group runs and take part in challenges, because you will earn more XP points that way and you will level up quicker. Just going for solo runs is basically the slowest way to increase your level in the game. Right, here we go again.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Right, so I'm going to go to 12.6 because there's 2 at 12.7. I don't see the point of that. So 12.6 then 12.7, I think. We may as well make the Strava graph look nice and pretty, haven't we? So still trying to keep relaxed, shoulders down, head up, let the treadmill do the work, knees nice and high, keep the heart rate low, 138 BPM for me at the moment. Dan Mack, hello to you, buddy.
Nice.
We're running through the jungle, just passing the waterfall on the left hand side, the Mayan ruins.
Right on.
Right, here we go with another pace increase. Good evening, Paul Carter. Hope you guys are well. Thanks for popping in, everybody. Right, 12.7 now. Last speed rise in this first set. There are 3 sets. Tucking comfortably behind the pace spot and behind Ryan Downey. 4.5 kilometres done, 5.5 to go.
Right on.
Paul Smith, thank you for the ride on. 100 metres to go, and then we dial it back. 0.5 kilometre per hour. From 12.7 down to 12.2, and we start the increases again. 25 minutes left. Okay, there we go, recovery time. Not much recovery, just a little bit. Denny is making short work of this workout. He's 3 minutes ahead of us at the moment. Obviously didn't want to stick with the workout instructions. Let's drop some more ride-ons. Hopefully I won't go the wrong way. There's Giles and Holland, Paul Hayward, Cook, Sartain, thank you, well done. Johansson from Sweden, well done to you. Roger Moore, is that the James Bond? Compine from Mexico. M. Reed from the UK. Alhaja Rossinger from Germany. Mendoza from Mexico. I keep saying that's the Mexico flag, I hope it is. Steve McPherson, well done to you. Rafa from Germany. Well done. Let's go back to me just in case I've turned around. Have I turned around? Looks like I might have done. Okay, let's see if I can. Yeah, I think I've turned around, haven't I? Okay. Let's see if I can use the app to turn back around. There we go. That often happens when I'm giving ride-ons to people. I'll turn around and go the wrong way for some reason. Sorry, Ryan. Disappeared, I know. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Okay, so we have fallen away from the rest of Group A because I turned around whilst I was giving a load of ride-ons. But no worries, we are basically now going to slowly catch up a few people. Compine and Reed, maybe are more there as well. So we won't be alone. Yeah, so that was Laura Compine from Mexico. I am correct. The flag is Mexico, but Laura is She has a private user account, so we can't see any more details about Laura. "20 minutes left of running." And up we go again, 12.5 now. For another 400 metres, 4 kilometres left of running. And it basically only gets faster now, so 12.5, then we'll go 12.6, 12.7. That's the end of the second set, but then we don't slow down, we just jump right up to 13.1. Oh no! What's going on? Right, my camera's stopped working, so bear with me a second while I try and fix this. Doesn't seem to want to come back on, does it? Problems. That's not good, is it? Oh, bear with me a second, let me try and fix something else. Right, hold on. Yeah, so... Oh, no. Why is this not working? That's really bad. I hope he's not overheating. Look, it's working now. I've taken the treadmill camera off. That's a bit strange. Right, let's go back to here. Hold on a second. Okay, let's start going again then. That's a bit odd. Oh, it's gone off again. Oh, this is no good. Something's gone on here. Right, if I take the playlist off, I'll have to take the playlist off so it won't cycle around lots of different scenes, and I'll just have to put that one will have to do, won't it, for the rest of the run. What else have we got? You don't want to just look at me, do you? Let's have Zwift in the foreground. Or that one. That one's better. Let's have that one. Right, that one will do for the rest of the run. And then I'll have to sort out what's wrong with the camera later. Right, let's start moving again. That's a shame because my momentum has gone now. Still about 3.5 kilometres left of the run. Well, Ryan Downing's running with me. Thanks, Ryan. Well, that's definitely ruined my Strava graph, hasn't it? I'll go up to 12.8 then. Kind of you, Ryan, to stay with me, thank you. So just over 3 kilometres left of Monday Run Club now. A little bit of a technical problem with the camera, which I need to sort out. But now, in 200 metres, we are going to start going faster. So 13.1, followed by 13.4, followed by 13.7, and a couple more after that, I think. About 13 minutes left to run now. There's the green arch. That tells us we've got to go quicker.
Let's go.
13.1 now. you're glad you picked Group A now. You've had a nice rest with me. Okay, here we go with the next one, 13.4. So these increases are bigger chunks now. Apologies for all the missing cameras. Seems like my main camera has decided to die on me. Cheers, LS. Thank you. No worries about the name. My brother is called Simon, actually, so I wouldn't worry about it. Meters to go, then we speed up again.
Ride on!
Tall boys, thank you for the ride on. Here we go. 13.7.
Let's go.
4 more to go. 4 more increases. Well, 3 more increases. And the last set is a cool down. But the quicker we go, the quicker it's over with. Keeping relaxed. Everything pointing forward. Breathing easy. And we'll get this done in no time. 8 minutes left of running. Thank you, LS. It's taken a little while to get everything set up. It's taken a few years to get the setup as it is now, but still get technical problems all the time, to be honest. And it's not easy to deal with technical issues while you're running at 14 kilometres an hour.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One mile left. Doing well, Ryan. Keep it going. So the next one in 200 metres is 14.3 kilometres per hour. Come on, Ryan. Just 2 more sets after this. You can do it. Come on. Right, 400 metres at 14.3.
Okay, let's go.
Monica, thanks for the ride on. Just 1 kilometre left of Monday Run Club now. 1 kilometre to go. Did I miss the first star? I didn't know I did, Less. I thought I'd got all my stars so far. Maybe you're right, maybe I have missed one. Oh, I'll have definitely missed one in the middle. Or 2 in the middle, probably, because I had to stop for a technical problem with my camera. Okay, here we go with the last pace increase now. 14.6 kilometres per hour for 400 metres. And then we are done. Come on, Ryan, last set. Yes, it was very annoying, which is why my camera is stuck on camera 2 there. Because camera 1 isn't working. And onto the beautiful bridge with the lovely views. That's what we like to see. Oh yes. Heart rate up to 160 now on this. What a good view that is. Awesome, look at that. And that's why we want the camera angles. Oh, don't tell me 15.3. Come on. They always do this, don't they? Sorry, Ace Ventura. Problems with my camera, and also turned around when I was giving people ride-ons. Ryan Danny says he'll be right there. 100 metres to go. So we'll get 18 out of 20 stars. Oh, hang on a minute. I've been going at 102% for some reason.
Nice. You suck.
Okay. So, that was a good first half and a bit of a disastrous second half. Ace Ventura says, Victoria has to be in charge of the IT department. Well, I'm not sure she could have done much about the camera going off. Never mind. Let's see if I can get it to work again now. So it might just be that it's... No, it's gone off again. It turned on and then immediately went off again. Something wrong with that. Yeah, Ryan, for some reason I was going at 102%. No idea why. No idea. So 102% and a camera failure and a turnaround in the road whilst giving ride-ons. So a second half not to be proud of there, I'm afraid, unfortunately. But the first half went well, did okay. But yeah, a bit of a disastrous last 4 kilometres, unfortunately. Never mind. Never mind. And Ryan says, oh my God, I did it. Really well done, Ryan. Great job. So Ryan very rarely runs in Group A. He is perfectly capable of it. He just doesn't have the confidence. He's perfectly capable. And he's, although he joined late, so he wasn't technically in the workout, he stayed with me the whole time whilst I was doing Group A. So he has essentially done Group A, Monday Run Club tonight. So well done, Ryan. Great job. Good job. Chris Milner says cheers for the run. Thanks, Chris. Sorry I couldn't keep up with Group A. Few failures here. And Ace Ventura says nice workout anyway. Yeah, it was. Got a decent workout in. I got a nice rest at kilometre 7, as you can see there. That nice big green line there shows you that I had a good old rest in kilometre 7. So I am going to go and drown my sorrows in a nice warm bath and a pint of milk. And we'll come back tomorrow and try and fix this system, which, you know, used to work perfectly well with 2 battered old computers. Now I've got 2 swanky, posh computers. No, to be honest, I've been besieged with technical problems since day one, haven't I? I've never got it totally right, have I? Let's face it. Right. Okay. So, stuck on camera 2. Hello, camera 2. I'm going to go, and tomorrow is... What day is it tomorrow? Tuesday? I don't know yet, Ace. We'll have a look. But it'll be probably around same time tomorrow. We'll do something. Let's just have a quick look. Stop the treadmill because I've got my points now. Events, right, tomorrow. What have we got? So, Turn It Up Tuesday and the Pride Run. What do we do? Pride 2020 is at 7:30. We've got Ryan's got his pack social at 8:15 in the evening tomorrow, UK time, or Turn It Up Tuesday at 7:30 tomorrow. So we've got a choice of 3 really, but 2 at 7:30 and a run at 8:15. And Victoria, my wife, has just texted me and says I'm supposed to go out for a trail run with her tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow afternoon. Trail run, and then I'll come. Right, I tell you what then, that's what we'll do. I'll go for a trail run with my wife tomorrow afternoon. Right, LS says do Pride, but I'm thinking if I go out for a trail run with Victoria, mind you, I could do the 5 kilometre Pride run, couldn't I? Right, I'll do the 5 kilometre. If I'm back in time, I'll do the 5 kilometre Pride run tomorrow, 7:30 UK time. If I'm not back in time for that, I will do the 5 kilometre pack social with Ryan at 8:15 tomorrow evening. So I'll try and convince my other half that we should go out quite early tomorrow afternoon to get our trail run in. And that's that. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the chat. Apologies for the technical problems. Don't know what I'm going to do about that, because that camera, I don't know why that camera is dying. Because it's been fine for months, for weeks. It's been absolutely fine. And now it's just suddenly decided to die on me. Anyway, that's for me to worry about, and not you. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.